Craig has officially retired as James Bond. Rip to Daniel Craig as James Bond. Pour one out. It's time for us to find a new one. And we're laying down the bets. Now I'm going to ask you two questions here. Mm-hmm. One, who is your best bet to play James Bond? But second, who do you want to be the next James Bond?
I think my answer is the same for both. Because it's a homer pick. Yeah. Because let me preface this by saying I have just never been a James Bond fan. I don't know why. They just don't really do it for me.
Okay. All right. I mean, we'll let that slide, I guess.
Sorry. I don't, maybe. Okay. If my pick does come true, I will watch a James Bond. Because I am picking Theo James. I have talked about my love for Theo James before on the show. I have loved Theo James since the Divergent days, the original days of him. I think he would be a good James Bond. I think he's handsome in that kind of like classic way and has that like rugged, tough, but also suave. Like he can go in between. Mm-hmm. And I think he can hold down the action and he can hold down the acting. And those are kind of like the important parts of a James Bond, in my opinion, right? In my completely James Bond opinion.
I think that's a fine opinion. Can I say something kind of illegal though?
Okay.
I don't see what people see in Theo James. Yeah, that's what people do. That's what people do to me when I say this. Like, even my boyfriend was like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I don't get it. He's kind of falls in that same category as that guy that Seth loves from Twisters. What's his name there? Glenn Powell.
I don't know.
Glenn Powell. Like, their face is too small for their head.
They're very different.
No, but they have that like square head.
Maybe Glenn Powell, but
like Glenn Powell's face is way too small for his head. But like they both have kind of like that square head thing going on. And like
I don't know.
I guess Theo James is more handsome. I would say like significantly more handsome than Glenn Powell. I'm not saying he's not handsome. What I'm saying is I don't see him as like this like god of handsomeness that some people see him as.
We can all have our opinions. I don't think either of them are like similar looking in any. I don't understand how you're like, I don't know. I like Glenn Powell. I'm not as into, I like Glenn Powell as an actor too. Attracted, like looks wise, I don't think I like him as much as everybody else. Like people are really into him and I'm like, he's good looking, but I don't think that like blonde hair, blue eye, classic boy look like does it for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I like Theo James does it.
I mean, Theo James definitely looks like a man. You know what I mean? Like that classic suave, like he'd pick you up and carry you across the threshold kind of deal. And like, I don't know, throw you down on the bed. Like, I just feel like he'd get like
the song Bedtime by Sabrina Carpenter is coming to mind.
Yeah, like I feel like yes, I get that, right? Like
yes.
I do feel like Theo James would like deliver on the goods and you'd be like fuck yeah, let's go. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. My pick, I took the chalk. I went boring. Josh O'Connor feels like the right pick. He's going off at minus 125. He's red hot coming off of challengers.
Didn't he kind of like get a little nod from Daniel Craig or something?
Did he? That also might be why. But like he's kind of like Daniel Craig, I think. I think he fits the same mold of like, is he handsome? Yes. But it's not like a distracting level of handsome, right? That he can kind of be that everyman spy, a little more rugged, a little more like able to be beaten up. And you're not like, no, his face. I think overall he fits that mold really well. I bet that he's going to win. But if I got to pick and I took my entire bias out of it and said, like, I can't pick Kit Connor as the next James Bond, I would pick Henry Cavill. I think he's just gorgeous. Him or Tom Hiddleston. I think they both would be really good James Bonds. I think Henry Cavill would be a more aggressive, like physical James Bond, where I think if you took Tom Hiddleston, you could dive more into the like espionage.
Tom Hiddleston is more of like the gentlemanly James Bond. You know,
almost like a throwback.
More of the espionage for sure.
I think it would be like a more of a spy thriller rather than an action
Mm,
movie. And I think
right.
you have to like pick your style here with like
Mhm.
who you're going with James Bond. So drop in the comments
Could
though,
be
like who you
interesting.
think should be James Bond, who you want to see as James Bond. Um,
Mhm.
Try to pick someone British would be my advice to you because they're not going to pick a non like at least UK person, right? Like that's just not going to happen. Like an American isn't playing James Bond. So I'm just going to let you know.